What is up, damas y caballeros, boys and girls? Welcome back to another exciting episode of Geeks I've Ever podcast. Always joining me is the man with the plan. He is the Ayatollah of rock and rolla, the next big thing, the Texas gaming hedgehog himself. He runs the skinny Keyblade Sonic.
Hey everybody, happy Monday.
Happy Monday. And joining you always is the EST. That is right. I am the craziest, the sneakiest, the criminalist, the most crime committingest, the stupidest, the dumbest, the drunkest, the shittiest,
The
the
Mexican.
assholest host that you will ever have, King Captain Mexico himself. And joining us is a secret guest, and we have no more viewers. They all went away because I talked too much shit. Joining us is a special guest. He is the rapping Power Ranger, I guess, when he morphs. He does like little hands. It's rapping time, and then he like
Yeah.
Slim Shady power.
Some shit.
Joining us is Deacon Rap. And thank you for joining us, Deacon Rap.
Oh, hey.
What's up?
Nothing. I'm in the studio and I can't think of a good melody to go along with this beat.
Whenever you have a mental block, can't think of the next big thing. Think of these nuts.
Think of these.
Okay.
Today's podcast is brought to you. Fuck! I forgot to upload the poster. It's actually got a free ticket to go see.
Wait,
Today's podcast is brought to you by Cocaine Bear. We don't have a movie poster, but we have a picture of a bear.
Yeah, in theaters, February 24th. Rated R. So inspired by true events. So this is actually what's interesting about it. So
yes,
and it's got ices in it.
Yeah.
Buy your tickets today and get a free line of Coke at the door. Oh wait, I do have the poster. They sent it to me. That's right. Fuck, I'm not very good at this.
There you go.
Cocaine Bear.
It looked like a Godzilla poster in a way.
It looks better than Godzilla because I never seen Godzilla do a line of Coke in my life.
Although it would be cool to see. I kind of want to see that now.
You know what? I put it out there.
Instead of cocaine, he just snorts the clouds and just
yes, do it.
Just snort a cloud.
he's all up in that Apple cloud.
Up in
That's
that
the newest
iCloud.
drug the kids are doing, the iCloud.
That's how you vape.
So, Sonic, what we got for the skinny?
All right, so we got a quick skinny here. So it's kind of all related. So yesterday was the Super Bowl. Congratulations to the Kansas City Chiefs. Defeating the Eagles 38-35, and this makes Philadelphia 3 straight championships they have lost. Not just the Eagles, but the city of Philadelphia, because they lost the World Series, the MLS Cup, and now the Super Bowl.
And they lost my heart. That's 4 L's. Fuck them.
And they broke everyone's heart. So the Super Bowl, most people are really excited for, the trailers and ads and all that stuff. Among them was the new trailer they dropped for The Flash, which actually showed us a first look at Michael Keaton returning as the 1989 Batman. And
cool.
yeah, it was actually a really interesting trailer. I know all the controversy aside from The Flash, I'm actually pretty excited for it.
I'm pretty sure everyone had the same mindset when they saw they still haven't replaced this dickhead, and then we see Michael Keaton's like, this isn't a Flash movie. This is a Batman movie.
It's a Flashpoint movie at this point.
Hey, I'm gonna call it. Michael Keaton's Batman is gonna teach him how to move on from his mother's death. That's gonna be the whole point of the movie.
He's gonna help him move on to another career because that man is fucked up. He needs help.
Yeah.
Yeah. My next thing is what you call it? I feel like they gave away too much.
Yeah, we'll see when the movie comes out. We'll find out. All right, what's the next thing on the skinny?
All right, the next thing on the skinny, and not just a Flash they showed. I think another highlight was they did a Super Bowl ad for the upcoming Mario Brothers movie, and it actually is a big callback to the original 1989 Super Mario Brothers Super Show.
Really?
They use like the Mario rap, and it was basically like in the movie, how Mario and Luigi have a plumbing service. They actually produce their own ad. And it's basically they use the old rap, and that was actually kind of cool. And their marketing is actually going pretty good. And the movie's coming out on April the 7th. And
see, We were on a PlayStation party last night, and Derek had mentioned something about that, but he talks that, so just ignore him. So okay, that's good to know.
Yeah, that is.
If he says it, it's true.
All right, and I think one last one, another news here. Anime Verse Fest, which is happening on March the 12th to the 13th. Let me check just to make sure. I think it's March 10th to the 11th. No, 11th to 12th, my bad. And Pasadena, Texas. Unfortunately, they announced that one of the guests, which is Chris Sabat, unfortunately will not be there. However, later on the day, yesterday, they actually announced 3 new guests that will be coming to Animeverse in Pasadena. Ian Sinclair, known as Whis, and Dandy from Space Dandy. Yuri Lowenthal, also known as Sasuke, Ben Tennyson. He plays Peter Parker, Spider-Man in the PlayStation 4 game and PS5 game. And last but not least, this is Goku's favorite, Sean Schemmel.
Wait, it froze. Fuck. All I heard was this is Goku's favorite, and it froze. It froze. Fucking Anime Matsuri is outside. Fucking with my internet again.
It's the last but not least, they brought in Yuri Lowenthal, Ian Sinclair, and Sean Schemmel will be at Animeverse Fest.
God.
Sonic, you forgot to talk about the most important trailer of the Super Bowl.
What the fuck was that?
Fast X.
Oh yeah.
Who gives a shit about them? They are
do.
one bullshit storyline away from turning into Power Rangers Turbo.
They went from Midnight Club to the Justice League.
They really did.
I mean, technically, like in the last one, it sent a Pontiac Fiero into space. So
remember when it was about them street racing and stealing shit?
Yeah.
Like I said, it went from Midnight Club to Justice League.
Jesus, it really did.
So that's pretty much the skinny, and also a little for the Marvel fans out there. Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania is coming out this week on February 17th.
Dude, give the fuck about Ant-Man and the Wasp.
I do. I'm gonna watch it.
I do.
Dude, like ever since No Way Home,
ever since
No Way Home, it feels like we've been watching filler.
I mean, what the fuck's wrong with filler?
I mean, also it kind of sets up in a way. It sets up the new phase in the MCU. That's what Quantumania is setting up. Yeah, we getting Kang the Conqueror,
and I'm not talking about Krang from Turtles. I'm talking about Kang. You know, Kang these nuts in your mouth.
And also speaking of that, here in the Houston area, they're doing a little cool thing too. So the Pop Fancy Dessert Bar over on Bel Air is actually going to be doing a little like pop-up event, which is actually sponsored by Marvel Studios, which is actually kind of cool. It's actually themed after Marvel Ant-Man and the Wasp, and it's actually really cool. So they're actually doing their early preview starting this week, and they'll officially start this weekend. So it's free. You can go in. It just basically they have these like little goodies. They have a little merch to sell, and also cosplays and all that stuff is encouraged. And that's actually going to be really exciting. So it's Valentine's. Why not take if you're a Marvel fan, take your significant other on a date there.
That's right. For those of you that have been living under a rock, or you're just too bitter to give a flying shit. That is right, ladies and gentlemen. Tomorrow is officially Valentine's Day, the day of love, the day you go and spend money on your significant other because money.
Yeah. Even though every day should be Valentine's Day. Anyway, right. for the significant other. But today, why not just go out and have a grand old time?
I am looking forward to fighting all day with a bunch of the weaves, and the single guys are like, oh, happy single awareness day, bro. You don't have to make an entire day for single awareness. Okay, we've been fully aware that some of y'all's bitch asses have been single all year long. Like, trust me, there are people that have cried about being single.
Yeah.
And let's just say, I'll just say this for the people out there who are like that tomorrow. Don't be posting. Just save yourself the trouble and save yourself the responses.
Just share a stupid meme like regularly.
Well, actually, speaking of memes, I think Sonic can appreciate this one. Deacon Rap as well. Someone just posted this. I had to share it.
What is it?
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
That's accurate.
Like, this has never been truer in my life.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? That could also apply to the Mario movie. How like the Super Mario Bros. Super Show on top, and then the second one would be the Mario movie.
I got to see the trailer. I definitely got to see the trailer. I didn't watch the Super Bowl.
Oh.
I'm still trying to catch up with The Big Bang Theory and catch up with The Last of Us, which I haven't seen the latest episode.
Bazinga!
Breaking news, ladies and gentlemen, as of 9 hours ago, Comic Conroe guest announcement Vic McNyan, whatever. This year's Comic Conroe, best known for his voiceover work in the English dubs of Japanese anime shows. Like, we don't know what the fuck he's from. I see Birder, Broly, Edward Elric. I see Ikaku, the guy from Bleach, the bald dude, Mr.
Yes.
Clean. I see the redheaded dude that was Pain's best friend from Naruto. Fuck, I forgot his name.
You
But
said redheaded dude. That's what?
he was Pain's friend. He's the one that actually controlled Pain's body
Oh,
in Naruto.
Nagato.
Not yeah, whatever. He has like the Uzumaki hair. Oh damn.
Yeah,
So-
I know who you're talking about.
I was looking. So yeah, tomorrow's Valentine's Day, guys. Tomorrow, a lot of people are going to go out, have a great time, party, do stuff, drink. You know, maybe meet some people. You might be single in the
A
morning.
lot of
But you
people
might.
are going to be working. It's Tuesday.
Look, sir. Just because you're poor doesn't mean the rest of the world is. Look,
I
there's gonna be a
mean-
lot of people. Look. People go out at night. Who the fuck goes out for a Valentine's Day dinner in the fucking morning? That's breakfast, sir.
I mean, brunch.
Yeah, brunch, whatever the white people invented, brunch.
They'll go. Yeah, but like that's what we're saying. Most people probably spend their weekend. You know, what better way to go spend the weekend than going to Pop Fancy or go see Ant-Man? You know, especially if you're, you know.
Or you can take your significant other to the Anime Valentine's Day cosplay ball in Houston, Texas, the day after Valentine's Day.
That's
On
right.
a fucking Wednesday.
Yeah, Wednesday night from 9 p.m. to 2 in the morning. Is that correct?
Fuck that.
And DM me for a special ticket link to get your ticket for 50% off for the door price.
Yeah.
DM me for something for better plans. So we can do something else.
$10 off.
Okay, Jesse,
online.
what's your beef with that event?
Nothing. It's on a fucking Wednesday. It needs to be on the weekend, not on a fucking Wednesday when people still have to get up early the next day, hungover as shit, and work.
Dude, in San Antonio, we had this monthly event called Weeb Wednesday. Like, there were some people who drove from Houston to come to that event.
The fact that people do that, my God. I wish they had that here in Houston more often, you know.
Had what?
But, like, you gotta understand,
Wednesday
man.
or something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of those people probably had like really weird fucking jobs where they had like their days off are constantly different. Like 17 has Wednesdays and Saturdays off now, and like he doesn't get Friday. If he needs a Friday or a Sunday, he needs to request them off. But
yeah,
some people there are a lot of people with a Monday through Friday schedule.
Yeah, my girlfriend, she's off on Wednesdays and Thursdays, which is kind of odd.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, when I was a security guard, I was off Wednesday night and Thursday night, and I worked Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday night. So when I went to Kryptonite, when Kryptonite was still open, I would go Thursday night, leading into Friday morning, and I would sleep it off and go to work Friday night.
Mm-hmm. But I'm sure there'll be some, like venues this weekend. They'll just take them and say, "Hey, it's going to be a Valentine's weekend. We wish it wasn't on a Monday, but on a Tuesday."
So there is a lot of people that are going to be going out. They're going to be going out to dinner. They're going to be going out to bars, clubs, whatever, movie theaters.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever. We don't cater to just weebs. We cater to an audience of all
pop culture and
everything. You don't and honestly, partying until 2 a.m. on a work night is you're just asking for trouble, dude. Like, especially when a lot of people I don't know what your job situation is, Deacon, but there are a lot of people like there are more people than people realize that have a Monday through Friday 9 to 5 job. You don't even have to work in an office to have a Monday through Friday 9 to 5 job.
Gotcha.
Mhm.
I work from 10 to 10.
Doing what?
I deliver packages for Amazon.
Where's my package?
I don't deliver in your area.
That sounds like a. I mean, if you were a go-getter, you would. I mean, shit. Where's my package?
Oh my gosh, dude! I deliver in Bulverde, Bernie, and all these small towns that like surround San Antonio on the north side.
Dude,
And
look. The only thing I know about San Antonio is the name of the city. I know you got the Riverwalk, San Japan, and
The
the name of the
Alamo.
city, San Antonio. Yeah, the Alamo's there. People
fuck
Yeah.
don't
yeah!
like it. Like, I don't go near the Alamo. Every time I go there, I get dirty looks. I don't like the fucking Alamo.
It's so weird because of the many times I've been to San Antonio, I've only visited the Alamo once.
You know what? I've only visited it once before, and I thought you could go inside, but apparently that is.
No, that's a no-no.
Wait, what do you mean you can't go inside? Of course you can go inside. Wait, you can't go inside anymore? What the fuck?
Yeah, I think they like. Oh wait, I think Goku's frozen again. No, like the last. Even that's kind of weird because the last time I went, they actually let people go inside for like a small area of it, but not the whole thing.
Well, yeah.
Hold on one second. Close the door. Yeah, I think Goku's frozen because he hasn't moved. His little thing hasn't moved.
He's probably getting drunk or starting a fight with somebody.
Yeah, he probably got hacked by Mr. John Lee over there. But yeah, so hey, he's gone. All right, well,
No, don't leave us. Don't leave me with him. He's weird.
What the fuck, dude? What the fuck's going on with my internet?
I don't know. It's like second week in a row.
And I'm on the landline this time. I'm not on the Wi-Fi at all.
It's really weird.
Oh, it switched to Wi-Fi. I guess
Your internet is racist.
No, it says the landline doesn't have a connection anymore. Fucking John Lay's outside my house, fucking with my internet again. All right, so we were talking about. Okay, so one of the subjects we were talking about today is I don't want to talk about Valentines. I don't give a shit about Valentines. Even when I was in a relationship, I never gave a shit about Valentines. Valentine's is a bullshit holiday. Why should you just take one day out of the fucking year to show love to your partner?
Yeah.
I mean, if you aren't a piece of shit, you should be showing them love every fucking day.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess these Kyles and these alpha males got to take time from punching holes into fucking drywall to show their girlfriend some fucking appreciation. But what do I know, right?
Well, you're kind of right on that part.
All right, let's talk about this con. Speaking of showing some love to people, let's talk about our subject. Let's talk about this fucking dumbass convention. So what's going on, Sonic? What do we got?
All right, so there is a convention that well, we wish we talked about this more, but unfortunately we had to we were not really getting much in activity per se with the podcast, but luckily we brought it up a few weeks ago. And this was actually an interesting story that I saw, and it's getting a lot of traction, a lot of controversy too. So there's a convention in Boise, Idaho, that's actually causing a stir. So they actually had, how most cons, when you go to a convention for both Goku and Deacon, right? I want to ask you a question. When you go to a convention, do you see cosplayers that go to cons with like cosplaying as other characters besides like anime or manga or anything like that? Like for example,
me.
Like,
yeah,
exactly, right? What if you go to a con that restricts you could only cosplay characters that are from a manga or an anime?
I would tell them the same. Look, I would tell them the exact same thing that I tell everybody else when I walk into those fucking formals and non-formal cosplay. Who's gonna stop me?
I mean, if they're meeting my requirement to perform there, then I'm fine.
Fuck that, dude. Fuck them. fuck their shit, fuck their ancestors, fuck their family, fuck their rules, fuck their regulation. You can't. I don't care who the fuck you are. I don't care if you're. Look, I don't give a shit about Anime Monster. I was going to bring up Anime Monster. I will shit on their lawn. I will shit on somebody's lawn. You cannot force that kind of bullshit on the general public of the convention. Oh, you're not in anime cosplay. How the fuck do you know?
Right.
Like, there are thousands and thousands of anime, different manga. There are millions of there's an entire Earth population worth of characters, fictional. You have so many fucking characters. There's no possible fucking way they can enforce a rule like that. Okay. What are they gonna make me bring a reference?
All right, so I mean, probably would, but yeah. So for the people out there, this is a real thing. So this was from a convention in Boise, Idaho, called Neo Anime Oasis.
Oh, I've heard about this.
Yeah, so this is what you get in the beginning in their front page on their website. So I'm gonna read it. I'm just gonna read each paragraph. So here we go. Neo Anime Oasis is a hotel-based, limited engagement Japanese anime convention. It has a clear vision. It is intended to be the ideal convention for. All right, and then they list these paragraphs and numbers. Number 1, attendees who want a complete 3-day weekend experience. Tickets sold for Neo Anime Oasis must be picked up on the Friday of the convention. Refunds will not be issued for anyone who fails to do so. 1-day tickets are not offered. For those who wish to attend for 1 day only, don't. It is a 3-day convention for attendees wanting a complete 3-day weekend experience.
We need to get the owner on the show.
So this is a weird thing too. Yeah. So imagine, because keep in mind, we're fucking adults, and there's probably kids out there too. Some can't attend all 3 days. Most people have to go to work. Most people have to go to school. Most of them have other commitments. And I think it's so lame, that is so
Look, the convention has to make money, and it sounds like somebody trying to make it perfect for them, not for everybody else.
Right. And it's, I don't know, just the way it said, just the way it was blunt about it too. For those who wish to attend for 1 day only, don't. What the hell, That just it's such a. Oh wait, I think Goku's frozen again.
No, I'm not. I'm not frozen. I was just shutting the fuck up, just not saying anything.
All right, so here's number 2. Here's what paragraph number 2 says. Attendees who want to attend a convention for only Japanese animation and directly related content such as manga, Japanese video games, Japanese culture, Japanese music, it is not a general pop culture convention. It's for anime people who want to do anime things.
Uh-huh.
That's the end of the paragraph number 2.
Please.
Okay.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
Yeah, that summed it up perfectly.
Jesse, okay, Jesse, I'm gonna DM you what just came to mind. Because I'm not comfortable saying it on the podcast.
Okay. And then here's number 3. Attendees who understand that attendance is limited, only 1,300 tickets will be sold. This keeps Neo Anime Oasis at a level of attendance that's been determined to be the best size for venue and event functionality. This isn't a random number. It is calculated using years of data and experience. We want those who attend to be able to do things they want to do at the convention, while at the same time covering the cost of the convention. This also provides a more intimate experience.
This is some bullshit.
It's so stupid. What a way to just alienate your audience. You know what I mean?
Why does that sound like some bullshit a mouth breather came up with? Well, I don't want more than 1,500.
Oh, don't worry. It gets better. Don't worry. Later on, it gets better.
Let me guess. You're gonna say something like, "No, I shouldn't say that. I don't want it to get taken down."
Okay, so here's the last paragraph. We understand that you have a choice of thousands of events nationwide each year. Make an informed decision. If you want a convention for only Japanese animation and related content, Neo Anime Oasis may be a great choice for you. If you prefer something for a wider selection of genre and content, there are better options for that. And that's the end of the whole application. That's the end of it. And wow, like this thing is so. I don't know. I feel like this person, whoever wrote this, kind of threw the convention under a bus. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
It's
mean,
like
are those really did you read all that from the actual website of the con?
yes, from the actual website.
What
It's
the
it's it's
fuck?
literally in the front page. Okay,
How
and
to
then
be stupid
get the
101.
yeah, get this though. This is actually the second year of this, and it's on June 23rd to the 25th.
Part of me wants to go to the con just to fucking see what's going on.
And it's so
Like,
crazy.
oh god, dude.
All right, and I pulled up an article from comicbook.com, and here's what it says. The convention received immediate backlash for its new policy from numerous fans online. Many of them cited the tone of the website as a major problem. Anime News Network editor Mike Toole described it as reading like the person writing it in the midst of throwing a tantrum. While
Yeah, it does. It sounds.
yeah, and then while Anime Herald editor Samantha Ferreira wrote that the convention sounded like an immensely joyless event. Neo Anime Oasis has since taken down much of the text from its homepage, abbreviating any mention of the dress code to the simple statement that the event is for anime people who want to do anime things. So this statement that was in the front page was actually worse than before. So this was an edited version.
Oh god, damn it! God, fucking damn it! Like,
actually, you know what? A breaking news. I just found the original one. Yeah, I
no.
just found it. All right. So paragraph number 2 was actually longer. So here's paragraph number 2. Attendees who want to attend a convention for only Japanese animation and directly related content, such as manga, Japanese video games, Japanese culture, Japanese music, it is not a general pop culture convention. We are aware that this goes against the current trend. There are many other franchises in the world that are not Japanese animation, but this is not the place for those. Neo Anime Oasis will be implementing hallway dress codes prohibiting costumes that do not belong at the convention. If it doesn't fit the convention themes, just don't bring it. There's no purpose or reason to bring content or costumes that do not meet the convention theme.
I want to go. I want to go in my poncho and sombrero and start some kind of "you're being fucking racist" fucking protest. Dude, whoever wrote that, someone pissed in his Cheerios that morning.
Yeah, that's what it's like. It's like saying, like, for example, I'm not gonna nothing against. This is just an example. It's like Kamea-con saying, "Oh, it's only Dragon Ball cosplays." I mean,
Oh,
but
yeah.
Kamea-con, luckily I've been there, and there's mostly Dragon Ball Con cosplays, but there's other cosplays too. That's like, I don't know. This convention it's so fucking crazy. Like, this is what they're saying.
They're like, you ever seen have you ever seen the Little Rascals movie that came out in the 90s?
Yeah.
The He-Man Woman Haters Club. Like,
Yeah.
like they didn't allow girls in there, and they had like this
no girls
whole.
allowed and all that. Yeah.
Yeah, this is like same energy.
Yeah, it's really crazy. So
Oh damn, that's a way better example than I thought of.
yeah, that's actually a really good example.
Yeah.
That's why I am the EST.
But yeah, it's crazy how that is like, and then people were like debating about it. People say, "Oh, is it gatekeeping or is it like elitist or is something like that?" And I'm like,
Fuck yeah, it really is, dude. Okay, so it goes like, so look, there was a time before. Don't do that, Deacon. Whatever you're doing, it's like next to your mic.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. So it's kind of like, okay, think about it like this. Remember at one point before Super, like anime fans just shit it on Dragon Ball because like, oh, you need to stop. Like Dragon Ball needs to stop. It needs to go away. It's over. It ended. Like, it's time to move on. And they would shit on it. And then like the comic book community started adopting Dragon Ball more and more and more, little by
Yeah.
little. And they were like, "You can't have that. That's our thing." But you shit on it. But it's anime. It's our thing. It's not comic book. You can't have it. This kind of feel. It's the same fucking energy, dude. I'm telling you, it's like the Little Rascals. It's the same fucking energy. Whoever wrote this, it feels like they were throwing a tantrum. Someone pissed in their fucking cereal that morning, and it was probably a comic book fan. So like, you know what? Fucking Sheldon, I don't want comic book nerds, Star Trek nerds, Star Wars nerds. I don't want any on my con. Anime fans only. And if you're not an anime cosplay, we're gonna kick you out because you're not cool. This sounds like those fucking Yu-Gi-Oh card players in high school when I was in high school, who would like bitch and complain when somebody like tried to talk to them and they weren't part of their regular group.
Yeah.
Like this is it to me it feels like gatekeeping, dude. How the fuck are you gonna like limit what you're gonna put a restriction on what people can wear? That's fine. That's fine if you're putting a restriction on, well, you can't wear like a fucking thong, or we can
Right.
see your where we
Like
can still see your taquache.
yeah, like San Japan, they would do like, oh, like it has to be like 80%, 70% covered or something like that. And then like, but just to, like, you're taking away like a big portion of your like potential attendees doing that. You know what I mean? Like,
Hmm.
for example, I go to like anime cons and I go to, for example, like Anime Expo, they would always be like Marvel cosplayers. They would always be like, characters that aren't anime or aren't Japanese or anything like that. I've seen like a lot of Marvel. I've seen a lot of DC. I've seen a lot of like cartoon, American cartoon cosplays. There's even meetups at some of these anime conventions of like regarding like Western properties.
Mm-hmm.
And
There's a huge debate. Sorry, but there is
Mhm.
a huge debate on what is considered anime anyway.
Right,
Because look at Avatar. Look at look at
Ruby.
Look at the
Ruby. Look at
DCEAU.
the animated.
Yeah, the DC animated universe.
Oh, okay, okay. Look at the first few episodes of Ninja Turtles. Those were made by Toei Animation. Look at
Yeah,
Animaniacs. There were several episodes made by Toei Animation. Look
The
at
Boondocks
Batman.
was made by Studio Madhouse.
Right.
yeah,
Look at Batman the animated series. Look at look at a lot of these shows that were made by
yeah,
a Japanese studio. Look
yeah.
at
The
animes that aren't like look at the Batman, the animated like that
the one
anime
from
that came out.
2005. Yeah.
Yeah. Look at Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Like look at those shows. Are those considered anime? Can you cosplay from them? Well, no, they're not from Japan. They were made in Japan. Oh,
But they
but they're
weren't.
for a U.S. audience. I mean, isn't technically, and they were also for that Japanese audience.
Yeah, so that's something the con would have to deal with. Like they probably would be like filled with questions like, okay, what about Avatar: The Last Airbender? What about this? What about that? And I'm sure that probably be like they didn't really think that through when they made this little rule and all that. And also I want to go back to the whole like the 3 days only policy. I just think that's kind of ridiculous because we're adults and there's kids, like I said
How
before.
much? How much is their badge for the
Let
3 day badge?
let me see that 3 day
Before
badge.
we go into that, let's see how much the badge is.
Yeah, all right, let me check.
I wouldn't pay more than $50 before after taxes for this con.
Okay, if it's more than 40, I'm gonna bitch.
All right, let's take a look.
Before
All right,
or
here.
after taxes?
Okay, get ready for it. Here it is.
Oh no.
All right, for ages 6 to 0 and 55 plus is free, but you'll have to request it at the convention registration table, not subject to attendance limits. For kids 7 to 12, it's $30. And for the adults, ages 13 to 54, $60.
Nope, I'm done. I'm not going.
Get the fuck out of here. Okay, what is the and it's free if you're a senior citizen?
Yeah, if you're 55 and older, or if your ages 0 to 6, they're free.
Makeup.
And tickets actually don't go on sale till this coming Sunday. So I don't don't be shocked if this con like doesn't
I'm
do as
pretty
well as
sure
they
they're
think.
gonna sell out. It's only 1,300.
Yeah, a cap of 1,300.
All right, guys, I gotta go. I'm getting a call.
All right,
All right, no problem.
fine. Thank you for joining us, dude. No fucking way. Get the fuck out of here. $60. $60 for a fucking badge. That you can't get a day badge. if the badge was like $35, like what Anime Dallas tries to do with their badge price,
Hmm.
I could okay.
That's
That's
understandable.
yeah, that's reasonable. Okay, that's not too bad because most major anime conventions, like look at Delta, don't they charge like $40 for a day?
Yeah, it's like 40, $45 a day. Or like I know like Retropalooza, they would charge like $20, $25 on Saturday. I think $25 Saturday and then $20 on Sunday, but you can get both badges for like $35.
They're so full of shit, dude. That's too much, and especially if people want to go for a day.
Yeah, and you can't get it. You got to pay $60, basically going $60 for a day, which is especially for a small con. This is the venue is actually in a hotel.
There were more people in my high school that can attend that convention.
Basically, it's at the so it's at the Japanese and at the Grove Hotel and Idaho Central Arena in downtown Boise, Idaho.
Yeah, I'm not fucking going. Well,
Yeah,
first,
and
I mean, one, it's too far. I mean,
yeah,
like, secondly, like, I want one of the staff on the. I'm gonna email that convention and be like, "Hey, can you come on our show? We want to interview you. We promise not to call you dumbass throughout the show."
it's crazy because like the thing is too, and here's another sad part. I don't think the owners or the staff don't understand this. They're actually it's actually hurting people who, especially people on a budget or can't afford to go like any other cons. And this is the only con to go to. You know what I mean?
Exactly. No, you're right. It is. Like, oh, we require that. I bet you they're gonna say we're in a hotel room.
Right. And I'm DMing you something. It's from a TikTok of someone who's known in that area who like talks more about the whole thing about this convention. And yeah, like I said, it's so dumb. You're like alienating. You're just making all these restrictions and all that stuff for what? Like, what's the end goal here? You're trying to make a convention. I get it. Like you said, it has to be like you want to make it about Japanese and all that culture stuff, but I don't think this is the way to do it.
Right. No, it's really not. Like, anime cons are never going to be strictly anime cons ever again. Like, this might have been the case in like 2008, 2009,
Yeah,
2000, but
10.
you still saw like my first Onicon, my very first anime convention was Onicon 2007. I still saw Master Chief.
Mm-hmm.
I saw Spartans. I saw Big Daddy from BioShock. I saw I saw a lot of non-anime characters there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, especially like, and ironically too, like comic book conventions have like a lot of there's like a lot of anime characters there too.
Right. I like how the comic book conventions cater to anime fans,
Mm-hmm.
but a lot of anime cons, not all of them, not saying that any of the ones that we know, but like Anime Oasis, there's a lot of these fucking anime cons that do not want to cater to the comic book,
Mm-hmm.
TV, like Star Trek, Star Wars, like the nerds, the geeks of the fucking community. And a lot of these guys that are into Star Trek and comics and fucking Star Wars, these are some of the people that will spend a lot of money on collectibles. Anime fans, they pirate the shit out of everything.
Yeah.
And not all anime fans do that. That was the case like 13 years ago where a lot of anime fans just pirated everything. That's why they stopped selling anime at certain point at stores. Now it's different because of streaming. Anime is popular and people want a physical people want to collect stuff. The age of collecting has become mainstream. Like everybody, there were collectors here and there, but it was never like it was always still like taboo. It was always still frowned upon. People still frowned upon it. Like, oh,
Yeah.
you're a collector. Look at all this shit you got. Like you don't have a life. That's probably why you're single. But now
Right.
it's like, oh my god, that shit's amazing. Look at all that shit you got. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's so fucking cool.
Yeah, like back then it would be like, oh, you said like they use virgin as a fucking insult. Nowadays, if you use virgin as an insult, it just makes bites you back in the ass.
Like,
Because
yeah, I'm still virgin because I don't suck dick for a DVD. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I'm the
yeah,
bad guy.
yeah, I'm the bad guy. But like, don't you have like a bunch of Don't you have like a baby mamas you have to deal with?
Yeah, I know somebody that has. I know somebody that has like several kids, like in like
Right.
different. Like he doesn't even pay child support. Fucking dickhead. But okay, I see the thing you sent me. Actually, let's watch it on the stream and see what it's about.
Yeah, so this person is on from TikTok. So if you're wondering, I sent Goku a TikTok. It's basically giving more insight because this is actually from someone from that area, and yeah, it actually is pretty good explanations about like more detail into this thing. And it's so
Right.
crazy that this con is it's their tickets aren't even selling yet, and they're already getting a lot of backlash on it. But sure, they changed what it originally was, their original post and all that stuff. But I don't know. I feel like the damage could play a huge part of their.
Oh god damn it! It won't.
Yeah, it's not gonna show up on camera, will it?
I rewind it, and every time I pause it and rewind it, every time I rewind it, it just starts playing automatically.
Oh yeah, it does that. That's what TikTok's kind of weird.
It wants me to get the app.
Oh yeah, you have to get that.
Yeah, fuck it. Let me just go ahead and share this real quick and see if I can.
I think you could download it if I. Oh no, you can't.
I don't have my virus protector right now. I don't have time for that right now. All right, here we go. All right, can you see it?
Yeah, but don't worry, don't worry.
I'll zoom in.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about zooming in as long as people can hear it. So this is actually from courtesy of Demighoul on TikTok. So this actually she gives more insight on this convention.
All right, let me go ahead and switch it out to my headset. Oh wait, let me make sure I'm sharing with sound. Oh yeah, I do have it sharing with sound.
Some shit go down in the Idaho cosplay community this weekend. Specifically, if you're from the Boise metropolitan area, this applies. And if y'all are from the area, you know about a little convention called Anime Oasis. Not sure if anybody's talked about it, but I figured I would be the one. I'm a loudmouth, I have a lot of opinions, and I really don't fucking care who this pisses off. But the owner of Anime Oasis decided to write some nice little rules for his little convention. Read. Now, from my understanding, he got a huge amount of flack on Facebook, and he was being attacked, so he changed the rules. Pause to read again.
I'm not pausing shit.
Yeah, not much better. Now, thankfully, I have never met the person that runs this convention, but from what I've seen on community boards and from what my husband tells me, he's a piece of shit. If the middle-aged gatekeeper of anime was a person, he would be that person.
Oh
because
God.
I've heard nothing but terrible things about this person, and it seems like, based off of the rules he wrote and the unprofessional writing and the hostility he had towards the community, that's what he's going for, and that term applies to him. Now, as some of you know who followed me for a long time, I've been to thousands of conventions throughout my lifetime. Going to conventions is part of my job. And I considered going to this one because it's local and I kind of wanted to check it out. But that whole rule about only being able to buy a 3-day badge, the cap at 1,300 people, and then strict guidelines being enforced for cosplay. No, a ton of people are pissed off about it too. Because that excludes bigger portions of the community. Because one of the biggest communities out here in Boise is the Treasure Valley Avengers. Group of people that dress up as the Avengers and other Marvel cosplay, which looks awesome, so excluded from that. And the super hostile thing at the end of the original that said, there are thousands of conventions you can go to if you don't want this unique experience, go somewhere else. Okay, what about kids that don't have a job? Or what about people that don't make a lot of money and can't go out of state? I have that privilege, but not everybody does, and I recognize that. What if this is the only anime convention they can go to? I just think it's so dumb because I've been to thousands of conventions like I've said earlier, and it has never bothered me to see someone in a Marvel cosplay at an anime convention. We went to Anime Expo last year, I saw tons of Scarlet Witches, and it made me so happy to see them. Plus, they have Marvel meetups at Anime Expo, and even pop culture ones. So this guy's thought process, not all there. He thinks that having to force people to buy 3-day badges will have them spend more money. No. Because guess what? If someone can only go on Friday, they're only going to go on Friday. They're not going to come back and spend more money Saturday, Sunday. And someone like me, I can't go Friday. I got a job. I'm an adult and I got things I got to hold down. I'm not going to go all 3 days. So, my personal opinion, I'm not going to go to this stupid convention. Y'all can go if you want, but I think that I would rather put my money elsewhere and not support someone who is super hostile to the community. Oh boy.
That's it.
Yep, that pretty much nailed it in the head.
All right. Question: is that really their voice?
No, it's like a thing in TikTok. You could actually
Okay, I know
modify
that
your
was a
voice.
dumbass question,
No,
but
it's
it's
okay
like,
because a lot of people be like, "Oh, is that her voice?" You sound like Green Goblin.
yeah, I'm like over here, like, why does this remind me of an old kung fu movie that's been dubbed over?
Oh, you like that scene where the guy goes like, "What's your style?"
Yeah, yeah. Or like
Inter-
Kung Pao Enter the Fist, where like the dog shows up and like barks, but you don't hear the actual bark until like the next scene. Uh, I completely actually they brought up a good point. Like, what if there are like kids that don't have jobs? Like, this is the only con they can go to, but they're being excluded because they're part of like maybe some like. Oh, look, I've never liked the Homestuck community. I hate Homestuck. I hate that fucking thing. But
Mm,
you can't exclude them.
yeah,
And
and
like they brought up a point that I brought up. The Avengers, the Marvel thing, they have an entire community of Avenger cosplayers. You're excluding these people from from the con. You're
yeah.
literally throwing away money on the table.
Hmm. Yeah, and like she brought up earlier, even I did too. Anime Expo, the biggest anime convention in the US, they have no they always allowed cosplays from like outside of Japanese stuff, like Western properties, Marvel, DC. Like she said, there was a Marvel meetup, and it was actually a big turnout. It was actually pretty huge.
I
Um,
mean, if Comic Con did this, people would shit a chicken.
mhm,
There is no. They bring up valid points like this is fucking stupid. Like I work on Fridays. Sometimes I can't get the Friday off because like right now I'm on phones answering phones, but like when I'm a trainer and I have my own class, I can't just take the day off. I have to teach that class
yeah,
because I just
exactly.
can't take off.
Like when I was going in school, I was going to conventions during my time in college. Unfortunately, some classes I can't. They only have like schedules that has a Friday, and I can't skip class obviously because obviously it's college. You're paying for fucking.
Yeah, you're paying for it. If you skip it, you're an idiot.
Yeah, you're a moron who don't deserve to be. You shouldn't be going to college if that's what you're
Hey
doing.
man, I'm cutting class. Aren't you paying for that?
Yeah, that's exactly. But yeah, like it's like I can't skip class to Friday and all that. And it's like you probably think, well, get a morning class or get a later. I'm like, no, dude. Like, what if I want to spend the whole day and not having to worry about school? I can't just do that. And it's just it's sad too because not just education and job wise, also people on Sundays they're too tired to go on Sunday, or they're working Sunday, or they have to attend
Let's just
like church or
let's
something like
just
that.
put it out there. Nobody gives a shit about a con on Sunday. Even
you
the
know,
con is like, fuck it.
hey, actually, you know what? Now I'm saying that. How do you feel about a con taking place on a Tuesday?
I didn't freeze.
What do you think about a con that's running on a Tuesday?
God damn
A holiday though, but
it.
still.
No, fuck that on a fucking Tuesday.
That's Anime Expo this year.
Oh Jesus fucking Christ!
I am not joking, dude. So it's from Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday because it's
Oh
July 4th. I'm like,
hell
that's so
no!
fucking weird.
That is so fucking stupid. Why?
It's so dumb. I don't know. I don't understand it either. Like, okay, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Okay, I get it because I was like that this last year. But you're gonna do it on a Tuesday con? Like that's so stupid. I'm sorry.
Like who the fuck? I bet you a crackhead is running like their schedule.
Probably is. No, but in all seriousness, though, like this convention, I don't know this Neon Anime Oasis. I'll just say it that call it that. They sure they backfired, but I don't think they're still making their stances. That's actually still hurting the community. You're still gonna you kind of like backpedal a bit, but you still have that message. You could change your front page all you want, but we know exactly what you really want. You don't want any non-manga, non-anime cosplays, which you're leaving out a lot of opportunity. Like you said, Goku, you missed out on they could miss out on a lot of money. There's a lot of money on the table.
No, seriously, it's so. I'm trying to. I'm trying to comprehend the whole thing. Like, I'm trying to think. I'm trying to put myself in their shoes. But like the entire time, like nobody can see me. My dog chewed up the fucking USB cable for the fucking webcam, so I'm not gonna have a webcam for a while. But this is pretty much my expression at this point.
He's like, "Is this dude for real, man?"
For real, this is my fucking expression throughout the podcast. Like seriously, man, who the fuck is this guy? What the fuck is his problem? I agree. This person is the 30, 40, 50, 60-year-old equivalent of a fucking geek nerd that wants to gatekeep. Now, well, you weren't nice to me in school, so you can't come and join my club.
Yeah, that's essentially that's what it is. And I just, it's really crazy that this thing is a real convention. You know, you
It
do something
really
like
is fucking crazy. Like, who the and like to think that this guy woke up in the morning, wrote all this shit out, read it, had someone probably read it, and they both like everyone thought that this was a good idea.
Yeah, and then their argument would be, well, this is what they said according to comicbook.com. Once again, it then went into the claim that the policy is designed to provide a more intimate experience, telling potential attendees that if they preferred something with broader content, they should look to other events with a less limited scope. And
What are
yeah,
they
it's
gonna
like,
like? What are they gonna add as a policy if they want it to be intimate? Well, our new policy is that if you're in a relationship, don't even bother coming to the convention.
boy, that'd be really bad if that was really the case.
This is only for single people that want to come and mingle. Because you can call me Mr. Pringles, because once I pop, the fun don't stop.
Did you intentionally made it rhyme?
I started to not at first, but then once I said I was ready to mingle, then I did it on
Yeah, you
purpose.
just said
That was
Pringles.
Pringles. Pringles. Listen here. Like the new policy is that you must be single. We will check your relationship status on your Facebook. We will even have enforcers in the hallway checking your Facebook periodically to make sure you are single.
Yeah, it's
Tell me it's
just,
not the same fucking energy, dude. Like this person, they're gonna have a good number of people go, but the con is gonna get shit on in the reviews.
yeah,
Like there weren't a lot
likely.
of dealers, there weren't a lot of panelists, there was nothing to do, no room parties. It was boring. It was just a glorified flea market.
Yeah, and I think, get this though, this is actually going to be their
Second year,
second year, and not only that, it's actually going to be, apparently this is their last year. So
I woke up my dog.
all right, so here's so I actually went to look through their Facebook, and here's a post that they wrote on January 28th. So let me just read it, like each sentence, like each paragraph, bit by bit. Okay, so getting things moving for Neo Anime Oasis. Artist Alley applications are now being accepted. Tickets will go on sale February 19th. I want to build up the guest list and convention details for you buy tickets. Neo Anime Oasis 2 is the last Neo Anime Oasis. Why? This has to do with a changing environment in the Boise event market. Prices and demand have increased to the point of hotels having other interests and business opportunities. 2023 is the final year of Neo Anime Oasis has a contracted venue and has been unable to find a hotel venue that meets our needs and is available interested in the convention due to other business opportunities of business directions. The entire point of Neo Anime Oasis is to provide the type of hotel-based anime convention that has often replaced with the convention center type convention. As chairman of Neo Anime Oasis, I have made it clear that I have returned from the COVID era to continue into the future on the best terms, mainly a hotel-based convention. We've reached a point where there's no way forward, and that's just life sometimes. Could Neo Anime Oasis continue at a convention center style venue? It could, but it is really Anime Oasis slash Neo Anime Oasis isn't. It isn't. There isn't a discussion or debate here. Someone else can do that, but not us. It may or may not be aware that I've been running Anime Oasis, Neo Anime Oasis since before day one. From filing the paperwork to get started, signing the first hotel contract, remember the Best Western Vista Inn, to the COVID years. It's been all on me. I was 23 back when things got started. I'll be 45 when NAO02 takes place. 45 isn't too old to run a convention, but 2 decades of con fatigue does take its toll on a person. No vacations or trips within a few months for cons. Always responsible for being the person that runs the con. I don't remember each Anime Oasis, Neon Anime Oasis as individual events. I don't remember every guest we've had that I booked personally. The point is, where the point where the con will end has been on my mind since before the first Anime Oasis. It was always there, a small niche event in a small market like Boise. Any given day could have brought news that the next con wasn't going to happen or the next con will be the last. I look forward to doing this one more time. Let us have the best experience here at the end of everything. We might not ever meet again at this point, and that's part of the experience of life. And that was a statement from the chairman. So, long story short, a lot of things has happened, and unfortunately, it's the end of an era. Their second, aka last con.
Jesus. And good. Fuck that con. Like, seriously, we don't need that kind of bullshit, toxic mentality in the fucking community. Like, that's in a different state. Texas has its own fucking issues. For one,
Yeah.
we have an overabundance of conventions, and we're just gonna get more. And apparently, we're gonna get a lot more, and it's just gonna get to the point where people are just not gonna be able to afford to go on all of them.
Yeah. It
Plus,
just
sorry, I didn't mean
no,
to
it's
interrupt
okay. I was gonna mention it doesn't help that all these cons sometimes these cons happen at the same weekend.
you. Exactly. Look, like we have BACON and Delta in the same weekend.
Yeah.
So I have actually. Speaking of which, tomorrow we're gonna do one more podcast. I'm pretty sure Sonic has Valentine's Day planned, so Sonic probably won't be here. But I'm single and I'm sad, so I'm almost as sad as Captain Banana, but I'm not. I don't know where I was going with that. So I do have a major announcement to make tomorrow. I was gonna make it today, but today's a slow day. I'm gonna make it tomorrow. Hopefully, we have a good size audience. I'm not expecting a lot because people got shit to do, man. Even if you don't have a significant other, you don't have to spend Valentine's alone. Go hug your parents. Go hug your mother. Hug your siblings, your cousins, your grandparents, because a lot has been going on with life, with me, with everything, with the podcast, and we one thing I've learned that it's not every day is guaranteed. We have to enjoy the little things in life. And for a lot of us, it's not about living forever, guys. It's about leaving a legacy that will. I am proud of what Geeks Five Ever is doing and what we've accomplished. And we might not have a lot of fucking subscribers on YouTube, but we definitely do have a fan base in the community.
Mm-hmm.
With that being said, unfortunately, some certain things are going to happen, and for good and bad, for good and bad, for better or for worse, for everything in between. A few things are happening in my life to the point where I have to make a major. I'm going to make a major announcement tomorrow, and it's definitely going to affect Geeks Five Ever as far as a whole. Like, definitely, there's going to be some major changes. I don't know what the future holds for me. It's definitely one of those things to where I have to. Uh, I'll talk more about it tomorrow. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
but definitely, it's one of those things to where I have to plan for Geeks Five Ever to be able to run without me. That's pretty much what's going on with that. I will leave it at that. But with this convention, like I've always wanted to run a con, man. I've always wanted to run a con. People are like, you should run a con. And I was gonna be like, okay, let's call it Geeks Five Ever Con. Let's call it Geek Con. Or not Geek Con, but let's call it Geeks Five Con. Or something like that. We've always there have been other people that like, and I've noticed this, man. I noticed that there are some anime, like there are a lot of anime fans, manga fans, Japanese culture fans that are fucking great. They're amazing people.
Mm-hmm.
I love them to death. They're awesome. They're good to talk to, and there are just some that are dumbasses. there was one guy who constantly shitted on me in the name of this group. So originally, when we started the podcast, my stage name was going to be Anime Unrated, because that's what I called myself at one point. And he's like, "Dude, you should call that. That's what you should name the group, Anime Unrated." And I'm like, "Why? We're not an anime group. We're a geek. We talk about anime, but we don't only cover anime." And that's where like that mindset comes from sometimes, dude. Some of these people only strictly want anime. Like there are people that don't like anything else except anime.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't watch Western shows. I don't watch live action shows. I only watch anime. Like, dude, that is such a toxic mentality. Because there
Right.
are some shows that are really good, like The Last of Us.
Mm-hmm. The Last of Us, Breaking Bad,
Stranger Things,
Stranger Things.
Cobra Kai, and just naming the shit I like.
No, but those are really great shows, and a lot of people seem to miss out on it. It's like there's some people who had like that phase where they would just watch purely anime, and then now they kind of like, okay, they're more open, but there's some that never grew out of that phase.
Right. Right. Yeah, no, there are people that are strictly just even some people that are well in their 30s, like some of them are younger than me, some of them are older than me, but they are strictly anime.
Mm-hmm.
Just like when we talked about last week about the whole mentality about the nice guy thing. And it's some of those nice guys that have that bullshit mentality.
Yeah, some of them do, and it's like, it's really, it's like you got to be more open, per se, because one good example is that there's a lot of those who, I'll give you an example. There's people who like watch soap operas, right?
No, man,
But
that's
yeah, novellas, but they would only watch the Korean version, the Korean soap operas. They wouldn't watch like,
oh yeah.
yeah, they wouldn't watch like shows that are here. A lot. I'll give an example. There's a show on TV right now. It's called The Good Doctor. What people don't know is that's actually based on I believe it's Korean. It's based on a Korean like a show, and it's like the same plot, except here it's more Americanized and localized. And people wouldn't watch. It's like, oh, I don't watch The Good Doctor, but I'll watch this. It's kind of like, when people watch. I don't want to watch. I'm not watching My Hero Academia, but I like watching Boku no Hero Academia. I'm like, it's literally the same thing.
Right, no, I completely agree. I just gotta so for those of you that don't know, Goku Burger is doing an event this Sunday from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Hey,
They're going to have multiple vendors selling a wide variety of items that you will surely want in your collection. Make sure to come on out to Goku Burger. That's right, February 19th, Sunday from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. It's the first. It's their first anime market in 2023. So Geeks 5 Ever will be there. We won't have like a banner or anything because I haven't been able to afford one, but we will be selling our shit for money.
yeah, it's like a little swap meet.
Yep. But I'm gonna swap my shit for your money.
Yeah, it's basically it.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, no. With that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and leave it there because we will podcast. We will live stream tomorrow. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be. I'm definitely gonna consider who I invite to the show. But with that being said, Sonic, go ahead and plug in your stuff.
All right. So follow me on YouTube. It's Keyblade Sonic. That's my YouTube channel. I've been kind of lazy with not really lazy with videos per se. It's more like I'm kind of like come up with ideas. I'm still working on some projects and stuff. Also, follow me on Instagram, Super Saiyan Sonic. And yeah, that's pretty much what I could plug at the moment.
Oh, by the way, just before we go off, Seth
Yes.
Rollins came out on Monday Night Raw with those stupid shoes, those red shoes that look like they came out of Mega Man.
Oh, the Pac-Man shoes.
Yeah, are those Pac-Man shoes? Is that what those are?
No, but they look like Pac-Man shoes, and they look like Astro Boy shoes. Oh yeah, I'm seeing them wearing them right now.
Yeah. Remember the guy from Mega Man, Proto Man?
Proto Man,
like,
yeah, the
yeah,
Proto
those
Man
look
shoes.
like his shoes.
That's very funny. The fact he's walking with those right. I'm just watching somebody walking them, not just showing a picture. It's just watching. It's just so.
You know, he did that shit on
You know what?
purpose.
You know what? I'm picturing just someone will add the sound effect from Mega Man. You know, like the when they run or walk, like like a suction, like Squidward suction cup.
Like
Yeah,
wet shoes. Yeah, I hate that
yeah.
shit.
It's funny. It's hysterically funny, and then it's just looking
That's
at
fucking
the. And apparently
All
they
right.
made them different colors, black and blue.
Oh my god. Anyway, all right, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Have a good night. Be safe. Remember, wear protection. 9
Yeah.
months from now, you don't want to. You don't want instant regrets. November.
Yeah, you don't want to. Yeah, no regrets, November.
No regrets. November. All right. Peace out, everyone.
All right, take
Have
care,
a good-
guys. Happy Valentine's Day. Stay safe out there, and if you're going out, be careful, please. Stay safe
Don't
out
be
there.
silly. Wash your willy. Don't be a
silly.
meanie. Wrap your weenie.
No, seriously, please don't. Be careful out there. All right, guys. Stay safe, guys.